Okay.
All right.
Is that?
Was that the...
Yeah,
No.
that's the intro. Episode 7.
7. Hello, everybody.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to Bahalaka Podcast.
The Bahala Ka Pod.
Episode 7.
7 for Kevin.
For Kevin.
For Kebs.
For Kebsters.
We took last week off
Yes, we did.
because it was the last of the month, and we had some people going like, "Yo, it's Monday.
Where's Bahalaka?
Where's the Bahala Ka Pod?
What am I supposed to do with my Mondays now?
It's Memorial Day. How am I supposed to memorialize my love for Bahala Ka Podcast?"
The BK Pod.
But yeah, we always take the last week off of the month.
Always. We're starting to.
We're starting to for our mental
Healths.
healths. We don't want burnout. And then also, while on this break, Mahal,
Yes.
what happened?
What do you mean?
What happened?
What do you mean?
What achievement did we just get?
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? So, literally yesterday, we finally reached 100 unique listeners on Spotify.
Yay!
Yay.
100.
100s.
That's a lot of people
Yep.
that have come out of their way to take their time to listen to an episode,
Yeah.
whether it be the
I
whole
mean,
thing or just like 10 minutes.
The criteria is at least 60 seconds of
Let's go.
our episode. So it's like, hey, thanks for listening to at least 60 seconds of our content.
Thank you for giving us a minute of your time. Really do appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
So now
It's episode 7.
we get to run ads.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and start off with the first one. We got hymns.
No.
So if you have
No, this isn't it. Don't listen to
Dollar
him.
Shave Club.
Don't
got
listen
Harry
to-
Balls
Nope.
for the summer.
No.
Okay.
Stop. No.
Get that lint off your balls.
What's it doing there?
Discount code BK
No.
BK10.
No. Stop. Tama na.
Tama na,
lintik
lintik kayo.
Lintik kayo.
All right, y'all. Take it away. What are we doing in this episode?
I suggested for this episode and for today we're recording 2 episodes.
Yeah, we've been
exciting.
kind of playing like we've been kind of hitting the deadline every single time we launch.
Yeah.
And we want to kind of have a backlog now, just because we
Yes.
took during one of the regular recording weeks, we took a week off just because we were
just
so
wanted
busy.
A chill day.
Yeah.
I got drunk. I got crunk. That was last week. We never recorded last week.
Sure, but like I think we also we fell behind the week like a few weeks prior.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
But in general, yep.
So we're just doing a double feature just because today we just kind of just napped all day. We woke up at 9. We had some leftover sushi bake that we made, which was really, really good.
It was bussin'.
And then we watched a Try Guys video.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
And then we showered and then went back to sleep. And now and then we woke up at around 3, and now it's 5:40, and we're going to do 2 episodes. And then that's our day. That's our day.
Yay. So for the first part of the double feature for this episode, I suggested we retake the Myers-Briggs personality test.
Yeah.
Woo.
The one off 16 personalities.
From 16personalities.com.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, last time I took it was last year. So anything could have happened. Like, for my results, that could have changed. I want to see if it's changed drastically, slightly, or even at all.
Yeah.
And then for you, when's the last time you took the personality test?
Years back. So this is the thing. So first off, let's talk about what is the Myers-Briggs
Personality
test.
test. So specifically for the Myers-Briggs, all the information that I'm about to say here is from the 16 Personalities website.
Which is like kind of highly regarded as like the website take the Myers-Briggs.
It's also very cute. I love
it's
little
done
figures.
really, really well.
Yes. So basically, starting off, it's like 5 letters of these acronyms that people use to show their different personality types, where each of them refer to a specific trait with certain trait combinations forming various types and type groups. And let me go scroll to the history of it. So it starts off. Should I read this off? Should I read that?
Here, I will sparks note
Go
it for
ahead.
you guys. So essentially, it's like a social psychology type of thing here. Yeah, just analytical psychology, theory of psychological types, typology, and there's a whole bunch of different concepts, right? So
Yes.
like,
It basically for Myers-Briggs, how they studied it, how they created this personality test. Get off.
Am
my
I doing it or
phone.
are you doing it?
I want to do it now.
I didn't even start.
No, I want to do it. I changed my mind.
Okay.
So a lot of it was, this is saying it's the brainchild of Carl Gustav Jung. So he has his own theory of psychological types, that it's perhaps the most influential creation in personality typology. So his whole theory, his research is a key contributions to what is the development of the concept of introversion and extroversion, which is a big thing for this test. And his theory was noticed by Catherine Cook Briggs, who later co-authored a personality indicators that's still used today, which is the Myers-Briggs type indicator. And she was a teacher with an avid interest in personality typing, having developed her own type theory before learning of Jung's writings. Together with her daughter, which is pretty cool, it's a mother-daughter duo, Isabel Briggs Myers, they developed a convenient way to describe the order of each person's Jungian preferences. And that's how the 4-letter acronyms were born. Why do we use it, though?
I mean, you don't have to use it.
You
but
don't have to use
if you're
it.
interested in just kind of how people approach the world and approach themselves, and in how they think and problem solve, this helps to kind of make a sort of very broad but somewhat accurate like breakdown of who you are
Analysis,
as a person and how you interact with the world.
It's an outline of how
Yeah.
people in these personality types are. It's not just like horoscopes, like your astrology signs. It's not a definitive guide on how you should live your life. It doesn't provide an answer to everything for you. It's like if it applies to you, great.
Right.
You know, an
And
outline.
It's just interesting because sometimes, people spend their whole lives to kind of figure out who they are as people, and there's just another one of those fun, quirky ways to figure out some stuff, and it's a great conversation starter.
It's a nice little thing to put in your Instagram bio.
Yeah. And I don't know, I don't want to get into the whole like horoscope diatribe, but I feel like this is a way more accurate representation of who you are as a person when you take this personality test, because I'm a Taurus, and like sure I resonate with some of the aspects that Tauruses have, but like
There's some things that doesn't really apply to me. You know?
And
Same thing here with some of the personality
right.
tests.
And granted, like I don't have all of the personality types memorized. I don't even have my own personal one that I am.
You don't remember yours?
I don't. I mean, I just know some stuff, but like, people will be like, yeah, like I'm a ENFJ, or
That's me.
Yeah, or
Well, that's what I know.
INFJ and all that stuff. So
Are you an INFJ?
no, I'll talk about it what I am later.
Okay.
But we're gonna just take the test, and
Well, not yet. Hold on.
oh, not yet.
Let's just break down what the letters and the acronyms are. So yeah, what are the 5 personality aspects, and then what are the 4 personality types? Just to break it down so it makes sense later on. Just real quick. I'll
Sure,
just read it off.
enlighten me, because I thought it was just 4 letters. I don't.
Yeah. So for the 5 personality aspects, this part describes the aspects that when combined, it defines the personality types. That's where like the I, E, the NF, and all that stuff comes in. So there's mind, energy, nature, tactics, and identity. So for mind, this one shows how we interact with our surroundings. So this is where the introvert and extrovert part comes in. For energy, it determines how we see the world and process information. So this is for mind, introvert, that's where the I comes from, and for E, that's extrovert. For energy, observant, apparently that's where the S comes from. I don't know how they determine which letters they want to choose, but in the acronyms, if you have an S in your acronym, you're observant. So that's where that part comes in. And then there's intuitive, and that one's the N for an acronym. Look, they have it bolded and underlined. So that's that part for energy. And then for nature, it's how we make decisions and cope with emotions. So you can be like a thinking individual, that's your T, or a feeling individual. So that's nice. You think or you feel first, whichever. And then there's tactics, which reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. So there's judging individuals, that's a J. And then prospecting individuals, which is the P. And then finally, we have identity, which underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. So that's assertive or turbulent. So -A-T.
Yeah. I feel like that last part is just kind of like extra credit.
Yeah.
Most people just kind of focus on the first 4 letters.
First 4. But sometimes those ones are nice too.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to the 4 personality types, we have analysts. This is the intuitive and thinking personality types, known for their rationality, impartiality, and intellectual excellence. And then we have diplomats. This is the personality types known for their empathy, diplomatic skills, and passionate idealism. Sentinels, they're observant and judging personality types, known for their practicality and focus on order, security, and stability. Security.
We love a good sentinel.
And then explorers, they're observant and prospecting personality types, known for their spontaneity, ingenuity, and flexibility. So that's the breakdown of the types, of the aspects of the acronyms and stuff. And again, we got all of that from the 16personalities.com website. So if you ever want to take the test yourself, go ahead.
Do it.
Find out yours.
And before we
take it.
continue,
Yes.
do you want to toast our drinks?
Yeah. For everyone who wants it, I have Coke again. And I'm going to open it up and pour it in my cup. Ready? Here we go. Wait. Little ASMR moment. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Balaka Podcast. Oh.
And I'm drinking throat coat tea with honey, just because I already had coffee today. I'm just vibing, just relaxing. We over-rested today, I think, so.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, so
Wait, that sounded pretty
the
nice.
thing I want to preface here, because I value a good myers-briggs personality test, but you can also be really skewed in terms of how you approach the test, because for example, like some of the questions, you might just kind of consider yourself only in one setting. Like when I was in college and I took this, I kind of really thought about how I approached certain situations as a college student, or versus like when I'm interacting with my family, or I'm in a relationships now, so that might change my answers versus when I last took it when I was single, I believe. So there's a whole bunch of different ways. I expect to get the same personality type, which was ISTP.
Oh, nice.
But why are you saying nice? It's like you know what that is.
So it's introvert, observant. What was the T part? Thinking. And then what's P?
Filipino.
Yeah, dude.
Pirate.
Arr. Alright, you keep going. What were you saying?
But yeah, I mean, just know that your personality or just how you interact with the world may change day to day, year to year. But I expect to get the same thing. This test, I've taken it quite a few times. I've changed one other time, but every other time I've gotten the same thing. But I hope I don't like give it the whole like Hogwarts sorting hat like like effect where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely introverted.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick this one because I need to get the same thing. I want to be an ISTP, so I'm gonna.
Oh, we should do a sorting hat quiz in the future.
Sure, we will. I mean, what do you value most? Love,
Hufflepuff.
bravery, academics, independence. You know, like it's
Wealth.
Yeah. And then also, what was I gonna say? Another thing that I also want to add in is like, what was I gonna say about the Myers-Briggs test? Take it along with us if you guys want, but then also
Or after, whichever.
and then to add on with the whole like Hogwarts like conversation, there is like a lot of like people that like are correlating people's personality types with certain characters in our world, like whether fiction or nonfiction. So like, yeah, Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games is this personality type. Barack Obama is this personality type. I don't know, Elon Musk is this personality type. So then like those personality types are given more sort of street cred or credibility, or just like they are more popular.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the whole horoscope effect where it's like everyone wants to be a Virgo.
No one wants to be a Scorpio.
No one wants to be a Scorpio.
You can't choose when you were born.
Exactly. So just kind of keep that in mind, is that there is a little bit of bias here for like the general psychology public. They're just like, yeah, I prefer this personality type, and like that's just weird. Like this is an individual thing. There's no need to really compare.
Which is best.
So I just want to just talk about that and how it's kind of weird that you're like gatekeeping a certain like personality type.
I always found it weird when when you're dating, people are like, oh, what's your sign? I mean, we've seen TikTok videos where someone's asking like, what's your sign, trying to find a partner or whatever, and they'll say like Scorpio, and it's like, oh, I'm out.
Yeah, I mean that's a meme. But,
it's a meme
but
for
for
sure.
some people it's actually very serious.
Yeah, I bet.
And I'm the reason why I wanted to talk about it is because the stuff that I am aligned with, it doesn't get as much like presence in that like sort of social media sphere. Like,
it's like
I'm a
being the
Taurus,
Hufflepuff.
and it's like, okay, cool, I'm a fucking Taurus. Like, no one's talking about like Tauruses and how volatile they are. They're just like more like, oh, Tauruses are boring. It's not really much to talk about them. So for my personality type, like ISTP, it's like it's not really that exciting. So it's like, okay, like
I think it's cool to figure out what your personality is and where you fall in, and it's just nice to know. I just like seeing.
It just gives you a little bit more of a understanding of yourself.
Yeah,
and is all that this is going to be.
And that's what I like about this test, like specifically from this website, is because they give you like a full analysis, like possible reasons as to why you react to certain things, like how you behave to certain environments and everything. Whether it's true or not, it's cool to look at. It's cool to read about. And I'm excited to take the test.
Yeah. So let's just go ahead and take it. If you want to take it alongside us, we went ahead and added it to the description, or you can just Google it yourself. 16 personalities. And it's probably going to be like the first one that you see.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. My personality type, when I first took it, was INFJ. And then when I took it again, most recently, again like last year or so, it went to ENFJ. So that's interesting. I just want one change of a letter. So let's see how that goes.
Just want to just double check here.
Yeah.
What's your first question say? You regularly make new friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is yours the same?
Yeah. So we got the same thing.
And how it works? It's like it's a whole like spectrum of agree, disagree, or like neutral
in the middle. 3 degrees to the right, 3 degrees to the left, and then just like neutral.
So so the first question is: you regularly make new friends. Now.
So, exactly. Like
No?
I'm not in college, so I'm not meeting a whole bunch of excess amount of people. So like
I'm not actively going out to meet new people.
So there's a difference, right here, right? Because like I can make new friends very easily.
Yeah.
But I don't regularly make new friends. But I find it very easy to become friends with someone, especially at work, right? I'm very it's very easy for me to like approach people and just chat them up and stuff.
I can make friends, but do I regularly do it?
No.
No.
I'm gonna put disagree slightly.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it the ones close to neutral. Because I don't go out as much anymore to make new friends. I'm assuming everything's the same.
Yeah. How about we just like we bounce off? We read the prompts.
Okay. Who read that?
I'll read this one.
Okay.
Oops. I already answered it. You spend a lot of free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. I don't really do that. I kind of stick to what I like.
I tried to. I think.
Meanwhile, I'm like on like a Wikipedia. I was on Wikipedia like 2 nights ago, just like looking up NBA players and like their history and how they got to where they are.
Yeah, I think I fall down a rabbit hole a lot on YouTube.
Yeah, but you're not gonna catch me watching like YouTube like how it's made stuff.
Oh, you'll catch me doing that. Like, I get curious on how a bowling ball is made. So I agree.
I'm gonna slightly agree. I feel like I do
agree.
but just in a very non-traditional way.
Next question.
Seeing other people. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
Take turns, he said. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. It depends. For me, if it's like a really touchy subject, sure, I'll probably cry too. If you cry, Maha, I cry instantly.
The worm TikTok.
Yes.
So just like average it. I'm on the opposite side. I feel like I don't cry when I see other people cry.
I'm gonna put like which one's slightly for you? Kind of.
Slightly, and then like strongly.
Strongly's
all the way to the left.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this.
Okay,
I kind of agree.
I'm gonna put just regular disagree. I feel like
I'm an emotional person.
I
love
am too,
crying.
but I feel it internally. So.
Sure.
You often make a backup plan for a backup plan.
Agree. Hard agree. That's me.
See, I feel like I only make one backup plan.
Sometimes you don't make a backup plan.
Sometimes I don't. Yeah, no. Yeah. I have the one plan, and I'm hard set on it, and because I plan that one plan out meticulously, and when it doesn't happen, I get fucking upset.
It ruins your whole day.
It ruins my whole day. So I'm gonna go ahead and disagree a little bit, or I'm gonna medium disagree. Here.
I put hard agree because I need to just be sure, and then it makes me feel better. But then that does also mean that I put in more effort for all the backup plans, just in case the original one falls through or something. Anything can happen. Next question. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Yeah, I like slightly agree. I'll probably start laughing hysterically.
It's either between a regular agree or a strongly agree for me. I feel like I'm a very stoic person in those situations.
Yeah, I think it's a regular agree, not a hard agree.
I'm gonna go regular agree because I feel like being too calm is a bad thing, and I feel like I'm not that lackadaisical about it.
I think on the outside, definitely like I need to stay calm, whether it's for myself or for people around me. But definitely, if you were to look into my head, it's chaos in there.
At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know.
That's a disagree for me. A regular disagree.
That is going to be a regular agree. You know, I'll say hi. I'll do like that speed round, like introduce myself to everyone, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to talk to every single one. Because I know their story.
If there's food involved, there's always someone I'm trying to talk to at the.
Yeah, and it says food. Mostly talk. So yeah, I will talk. I will talk to strangers, but like, I'm not gonna go out of my way just because I don't want to barge in like that. You know.
Yeah. There's always that one little thing that happens at social events where all of a sudden this person that you didn't know if you could approach or anything would want to talk to you. Then something happens, like you're reaching for the same dessert.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you're with them the rest of the event.
Yours now?
You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. That's a hard disagree. for moi.
I agree with this. I feel like if you are spreading your attention too thinly, then you won't put out a good product. But I do multitask with other stuff. But when it comes to like projects that I care deeply about, whether it be like acting or tabletop stuff, like I have to mostly focus on that, or don't focus it on it at all, because otherwise, then I'm going to be my heart's not going to be in it. So I'm going to go ahead and do medium agree here.
It's a hard disagree for me because I have too many unfinished projects that I've started, and it's just like probably somewhere in my room, or remember I had a magazine before?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
In an area of no podcast, but this one I actually want to continue. So there's that. Don't look at them like that.
Famous last words, y'all.
Uh-huh.
Famous last words.
Stop. It's different this time. I swear.
Okay.
Okay, you read the next one.
You are very sentimental. Speed around this. I'm not really that sentimental.
Hard agree for me.
Hard agree?
Yeah.
Bro, you don't even have a lot of knickknacks. I mean, you do, but not as much as I think a very sentimental person would.
I have a lot of small things. I'm very sentimental. It's a lot. I think even though you don't really see all of it, there's a lot of stuff that's probably hidden that it's hard for me to throw out because it means a lot to me for other people. Remember that thing that the security guard took away from me at Disneyland?
Yeah.
I was pretty bummed about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very sentimental.
I'm gonna go slightly disagree because there is some stuff, especially when it comes to clothes, that I'm like a little sentimental about. But if it's not functional anymore, I'm very into like, I think my early 20s obsession with minimalism and the concept of that kind of rubs off on me to this day. So, if it doesn't serve me any purpose in my life, then I'll get rid of it. So, yeah, I'm gonna go slightly disagree.
Hard agree for moi. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. It's a regular. I think it's a slightly agree. I like the list part for schedules.
Yeah, no.
It's like slightly.
I like to use them, sure, but do I use them all the time? Not really.
No, I can't. I have so many unfinished planners. I mean, even undated ones, and I still can't do it.
I'm gonna go slightly disagree. I don't feel like I use it enough.
I use lists a lot though, so that's why I'm putting slightly agree. Are you able to change your answer? Oh, you are.
Yeah. Is it me now?
Yeah.
Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge.
It's a regular agree for me.
I mean, you gotta be humble. You're not a master.
I'm not, but
so I'm thinking about the things that I have a lot of knowledge on.
I know people say don't sweat the small things, but sometimes I just naturally I do, and it really just causes me to think about everything. Like, it's like, yeah, I graduated, but like I don't remember anything I learned anymore.
I am going to go medium disagree because I feel like it's really important to me to have a lot of confidence in myself and know that I am capable of what I'm doing. So I don't doubt myself a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And when I do make mistakes, it's going to be in stuff that I'm open to making mistakes. Like right now I'm playing basketball. Right now I'm learning basketball. I'm playing a lot of basketball, and like I am so humble in my approach to it because I'm such a noob.
You are a noob.
And even for stuff like when I play games with the homies and I'm playing Valorant, I'm very humble. Make mistakes all the time.
Yeah, I think I could slightly agree. It does get me down, but I don't like linger over it for like too long. I think. Then at that point it's just like, all right, not doing that again, right? Is it me next?
Yeah.
You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Nah.
No, I feel like you would be.
Me? Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess. I think it's because the situation I was thinking of. It's like you see someone interesting when you're walking down the street.
How about at like?
If it's like a social event, then sure.
Yeah. I was about to say. For me, this is gonna be medium disagree. I can admire from afar. And I just don't want to invade people's personal space just because I find them interesting.
Okay, mine's a regular agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analyses of creative works.
That's so hard.
So, I mean, I'm only really kind of thinking about like theater and movies and like music, I guess. So I'm gonna go.
I'm going with hard disagree. I love talking about this stuff.
You do, and I feel like I'm less so than you. I feel like I don't, even though as an artist,
You like reading about it, but
I like reading about it, but like, I don't really like discussing or debating. I just want to kind of just talk about it in a very casual way. But I do like analyzing works. I do listen to a lot of like video essays and
same
stuff like that. But
I'm just gonna put regular disagree.
yeah, I feel like there's a lot of regular disagree. I'm gonna put
Yeah.
regular disagree as well. Wait, you are not too interested. Okay, that makes sense.
That means I am interested.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, look at how much I talked about, because like recently this week we just watched the new A24 movie Past Lives, and even on the drive back there was a lot of things that I noticed, and then that I was like telling you about, like what I thought about the movie, which is great, by the way. You should go see it. I think it's in select theaters in New York and LA only.
They'll get a wide release soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was a good movie. But like, you know, you're not gonna catch me talking about like art pieces that I see. But like,
this is creative works.
Yeah,
That's the
creative
question.
works.
So it's whatever creative works that you like or dislike.
Right.
I don't know. Whatever you want to talk about.
okay, next up.
Is that me?
Yeah, it's you.
You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart.
This is a loaded question, y'all.
I think I'm neutral. I think that's why I'm don't know how to answer this, because it depends.
Heart of the cards. Head of the cards.
I'm gonna put neutral.
I'm gonna put slightly agree. Like, what is like following your heart? Like, what does that even mean? I feel like
I think you're following your emotions more, and then your head is like being like logical, being practical about how you approach things.
Yeah.
I've definitely done both, but it really just does depend.
Sometimes you can follow your heart in a very analytical way.
To do both, yeah.
So I
think that's why I'm neutral.
I'm gonna go slightly agree. Is it me? Oops.
Yeah, it's you.
You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of you usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. I like planning my day out.
Me too.
So
even if there's like certain changes, everything else is typically the same.
It's a broad to-do list.
Yeah, so regular disagree.
I'm gonna go lightly disagree.
Yeah, I think yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go slightly disagree. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Oh,
I worry about this.
I worry about this all the time.
It depends on the people that you're meeting and the power dynamics there.
If I want to see this person again, then yes, I'm worrying about how they see me afterwards. If I don't think I want to ever see this person again, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like, thank God.
The amount of times I switched up outfits and left my room a hurricane of clothing to get the perfect outfit on. But I think that just has to do with power dynamics. You know, I'm going to an audition. I'm meeting a director. I'm going on a date. You know, I changed my outfit 2 times before. Our first, I think it was 2 or 3 times. So, I worry.
I worry. So that's a disagree, right?
I'm gonna go medium disagree here.
Yeah, regular disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Not hard, not slightly.
Next one here. You. Oh, is it me?
It's you.
You enjoy participating in group activities. This is so broad that I hate answering this one.
I guess it depends on activity. If it's a hiking thing, I don't want to go.
Right.
I'm gonna go neutral.
I'm gonna go slightly agree. I like being in group. I like being around people because it makes me feel like I'm part of this world.
Part of your world. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. I like those. I like them.
Of the ending.
I like them. I'm gonna go with regular agree. I like those kind of stories.
Nah, I feel like I slightly disagree because I just feel like, oh, you're just lazy. You couldn't come up with the ending.
No, you have to do it well, for sure. I mean, I think, you and I kind of have a different interpretation of how in the movie Past Lives and how that last scene. I'm not gonna say it if you haven't seen it, but especially with some of the things, the lines that they said, right?
I'm gonna slightly disagree here.
I'm gonna agree. Regular agree.
I feel like having an ending is crucial, and you need to have a proper ending. Otherwise, it's sloppy. But here's the thing: with a proper ending, you can analyze it regardless. You can come up with the ending after the ending. You know, I do that a lot. So I'm gonna go slightly disagree.
Okay, regular agree for me. Your turn.
Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments.
No, I gotta read that again.
I'll read it again.
From helping others.
Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments.
So, like, their stuff first before mine.
I'm going to go disagree.
I'm going to go with disagree.
Medium disagree. I feel like I'm a little selfish in that matter, and
Hey, they gotta do their own stuff themselves sometimes, and that means I'm putting my stuff aside.
Yeah.
And I probably worked hard on those things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go regular disagree. Boop. Next.
Yeah.
You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. Ooh. Hard agree. For me. Ooh.
I mean, I pick up new hobbies, at least like 1 to 2 new hobbies a year probably. I dropped skateboarding, I picked up basketball. You know, I dropped other games, I picked up other games.
The biggest hobby right now is this podcast for me.
Really?
It's nice. Yeah.
In this relationship.
This relationship a hobby. It's life.
I'm gonna slightly disagree. I feel like I am in the mindset that like I can't spread myself too thin, like I already said earlier. So I'm gonna slightly disagree here.
I like a lot of things. You next.
You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse.
Ooh, I agree. This is a regular agree for me. I think so. I think this way because that's why I create the backup plans. Mm-hmm. So if things do take a turn for the worse, that's okay because I made a backup plan just in case that were to happen.
Nah, you don't need that stress. You need to be an optimist. I feel like I am going to be a medium disagree. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm at a stage in my life where I shouldn't worry about things going badly and always be looking at like growth and you know, success as the outlook, not.
I do both,
yeah.
But because I do both, then there's always a lot on my mind. So, is that me or you? It's me. Is it me now?
Sure.
You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Nah.
I medium disagree. I almost always take the leadership role, but I don't want to be like that person that's just like
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Me. Every single time.
Because I always feel like in that circumstance, there's like a sort of power dynamic where you want to kind of like see who wants to take it first, and then if no one wants it, then you'll take it. So I'm gonna go medium disagree.
I'm gonna slightly disagree. Sometimes I don't want to be in charge. But it's like, hey, if I gotta be, then I'll step up.
Next one. You are definitely not an artistic type of person.
That's a hard disagree. Wait. Yeah, hard disagree. Because if I agree, then I'm not. If I disagree.
So this is an interesting thing. I'm a person
who likes art.
In the arts, who likes art, who's in the arts, but I feel like I wasn't like. I'm not like of the arts.
Oh, okay.
I feel like my personality type is like one of the least common in the arts.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have such an analytical way of approaching art that like I'm not that creative in it, but I am at the same time. So it's like, I don't know. Like we'll talk about it more, but I feel like my personality type is like you're gonna be good as like an engineer or like as like a mathematician, but like I'm just like no, I like people's emotions and
Yep.
how they interact with the world. So
Yeah, I hard disagree because I am probably the creative person in this relationship.
you're probably
and
more
stuff.
you're probably more creative, but you're like you're not gonna catch me like making music just because
Yeah.
I want to, or like
I write and everything. I do photography every now and then.
but like I'm not doing it every single waking moment where I'm just like I need to
Yeah.
I need to create.
I don't think it's saying like you do it in every waking moment. I think it's just, are you creative or not? Are you artistic or not?
Mm-hmm.
You like taking it in rather than making it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like both.
Oh.
I mean, some of my gifts to you, I made that,
Shit.
right?
All right.
Look at this. Guys, you can see that? It's a photo of me. It's a photo card of me.
I mean, I asked for it.
I made that. You did not ask for it. I made that for him. Is it me next?
Mm-hmm.
You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings? I'm kind of neutral about this.
I slightly agree. There's a difference between like I don't know. I was thinking about like governments, right?
Yeah.
And like science and data, like
Oh yeah, you're right.
it backs it up, but I'm not I don't really like to talk about politics all that much, so I'm gonna just say slightly agree, because the world is such a big place that you just kind of need to rely on rationality for big goal stuff rather than like small stuff.
You're right. I'm putting slightly agree as well. Your turn.
You prefer to do chores before allowing yourself to relax. Medium agree. I feel like sometimes I put it off to the side, so I'm gonna go medium agree.
Yeah, I go. Me too.
I've been better at sort of clearing out all my stuff, so that way I can kind of relax towards the latter half of the day.
Yeah.
So.
The thing is, do I even know how to relax? Even when I'm like, it's like, all right, I did everything, and I'm just like in bed, and I'm like staring at the ceiling, or I'm on TikTok, and I'm like, I could be doing more things. I don't know how to relax.
All right, next up.
Is it me or you? Is it me?
Sure.
You enjoy watching people argue.
Like in public.
In public, hey,
Kinda.
As long as I'm not involved, no one can bring me in, it's fun.
Sure. Yeah.
But if it's about the state of the country,
Yeah, like I don't like
Probably
watching
not.
like debates and stuff.
yeah.
But like, will I watch people like talking before like a fight breaks out? Like, sure, I guess. I'm gonna go like
I'm gonna slightly agree.
I'm gonna medium agree. I feel like
I like drama, but I don't want to be in it.
exactly.
Yep.
I want to be a bystander.
Yes.
You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself.
That's a regular disagree.
I avoid it, but I do. I feel like I do draw attention sometimes. I mean, like, why would I be a Twitch streamer if I didn't want the attention on me?
Why would you be an actor?
Same
thing.
Why are we doing this podcast if we don't want the attention on ourselves?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go slightly disagree because
a regular
I
disagree.
like to act like I don't like the attention, but I feel like deep down I kind of fucking crave it. So
I want it. Give me, please. Is this me or you? I forget at this point.
just go.
Okay. Your mood can change very quickly.
I'll pick for you.
Go ahead.
Here you go.
Thank you. He put hard agree, and I agree.
How about you pick? How about you pick for me then? There you go. Thank you. Medium disagree.
Medium disagree for him. Hard agree for me. Thank you.
Yeah. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. I'm gonna go agree.
I agree.
Slight agree.
I think it's a regular agree for me.
Because it's all about context, right? If I know that you're capable, and you're not as efficient, then I will get impatient. But if I know that sorry, if you're a noob and you can't keep up, then like that's fine. But if you're a pro, if you're shit nasty with it and you can't keep up, then like the fuck, bro.
The fuck.
Go ahead.
You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. I
used to be really bad at procrastinating, especially in high school.
Like, you can't procrastinate, or you were bad because you procrastinated?
No. What?
Like, I used to be really bad at procrastinating. That's
No. I procrastinated all the time,
Okay.
especially when it came to like writing essays.
Yeah.
You know how like in school you have to turn in the rough draft, right, as part of like the grade. Never did that shit. I just did the final draft, and like my grade would have been an A, but because it's like a 10% like off, it's like a B. But do I do essays now? No, not really. So, I've gotten better at like doing things way in advance. I feel like I like scheduling out stuff. So I'm gonna go slight disagree, but I feel like myself way back when, I do things at the last possible moment. Oh well, hold on, but I do get to work like right on the dot, if not later.
You live so close though, so that's okay. Mine's a regular agree.
I'm gonna go slight disagree here.
Look how often I'm late to work. Look at. Sometimes I tell you I'll be here at a certain time. What happens? 30 minutes to an hour later, I'm here. I'm sorry. I still value your time, and I have time blindness, so I apologize.
I work around you. Don't worry.
Yeah, you still love me, right? That doesn't mean I don't care about you. Don't be
I love
like
you.
that.
Okay.
I love you too. I think it's you. Yeah?
Yeah. You've always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death.
I don't care.
I've thought about it.
I've thought about it.
But I'm not thinking about it every single day. I'm going to go medium disagree because I feel like it's interesting to think about sometimes, but like I don't.
It's not like it's like, oh, having hours of a conversation of just like, what do you think happens in the afterlife? No. I regular disagree. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. I think I'm neutral for this. Because it really depends on...
I'm going to go slight disagree. I feel like as I've gotten older, it's like this weird, like, you're going both ways. Like, yeah, I enjoy my alone time a lot more, but then I also enjoy being social a lot more. So it's like, there's no in between. Yeah. Right? Either like I'm hella social or I'm like with everyone. So
you know, it would be nice if a lot of our friends, if we were all in the same area, if we could have like Thursday nights to ourselves or something. Yeah. You know, Friday nights to to chill, make coffee or something. We'll have coffee together, play games, like in person. I think I would enjoy it more if it's in person, and then it slowly becomes a part of our routine. That'll be nice. Thursday barcada. So I put neutral because it really depends.
Go ahead.
You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical.
What does theoretical mean in this context? Theoretically speaking, a synonym for this would be hypothetically.
Hypothetically, I think when you start talking about different philosophies and everything, I mean,
when the conversation gets very brainy, that's when I lose interest. But I the amount of times I've struck up conversations at work, it's like, okay, hypothetically, you're gonna go to prison with 4 other people here at this job. Like, how many? Yes. Who you taking? So I'm gonna go.
Slightly disagree.
I'm gonna go medium disagree. I feel like I like thinking about those situations because it activates that imaginative part of my brain, and it kind of just scratches that itch. So
you're right. I think I'm gonna go medium regular disagree.
You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours.
I agree.
You find it easy to empathize. Who's different from yours?
I agree. That's a regular agree for me.
Why?
I just feel like, I'm aware of everyone's experiences are different in life. And even if they were to tell me a huge part of like their life story, I feel like I can empathize still and still feel with them. Or is that sympathize?
I feel like sympathy is when you've also felt it.
Yeah, I think I empathize very well. like if they're really in their emotions when they're telling me parts of their life, I feel like I'm there with them. I think that's an agree for me, a regular agree. Again, I'm very emotional. I like talking about feelings.
This is a weird question that I feel like I don't think about as often.
So that's probably why you're in a disagree.
But I like to imagine other people's point of view all the time. But
yeah, of course. But I'm thinking like this is like a one-on-one conversation with someone.
I'm gonna go to slightly disagree. Usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible.
This kind of goes with the whole procrastination thing. I think for me, it's like if it's like decisions I have to make on my own, sure, I take as long as I need. But if it's with other people involved, I want to finalize things as soon as possible.
I'm gonna slightly disagree here.
I'm gonna do slightly disagree as well. Because I think overall, if I know that something needs to be done, then I'll do it.
My turn. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made.
Oh, hard disagree. I don't second guess you.
You rarely second guess the choices you have made. Oh, I agree with this. I agree with this.
You don't second guess as much, right?
No, I like to imagine like what would have happened if I did X or X instead of Y.
So then that you disagree. Because you do think about it.
Oh.
Wait, you rarely second guess the choices you made. So you agree. You don't second guess. You're like you're set with your decision. For me, I don't think I hard disagree then. I just regularly disagree.
Okay.
You too?
It's you know. I put lightly disagree.
Okay. I second guess a lot. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. I agree. I think it depends on the event. Especially if it's something I'm looking forward to, and it's like, oh, I really needed this. I'm gonna put slightly agree.
Medium disagree. I need rest, not more stuff that will tire me out.
That's what Sundays are for. Kidding.
You enjoy going to art museums.
I like going to them with you.
I do too, but I don't think I would enjoy going to them alone.
Yeah.
Out of all of like the media artsy stuff, I feel like I enjoy art the least.
Yeah.
Interactive art museums, stuff like Winter Spaces, those are cool. But like,
I think they can fall under this category. I mean,
it's not like I don't want to look at like sculptures and like busts and like, oh shit, it's the Mona Lisa.
I don't want to go alone.
Yeah. So
You're
I'm
right.
gonna go slightly disagree.
I'm gonna go slightly agree. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Yeah, see, this is where it's hard to disagree for me.
I'm gonna go slightly disagree. You like to have a to-do list for each day? I'm gonna go slightly agree. I do like to-do lists, especially on my days off, but on the days where my structure is kind of already filled up by work.
And then I don't do
Then I don't have a
much.
to-do list. So I'm gonna go slightly agree.
Yep. You rarely feel insecure. That's a regular disagree. I do feel insecure sometimes, a lot. You?
I'm gonna be humble and go also medium disagree. I feel like sometimes I want to be like, yeah, I'm confident in my own body. I'm confident with what I'm doing in my life.
Yeah.
But
I have those moments where it's just like, I look so fucking good.
Yeah.
And then sometimes the next day, it's just like, I feel like shit right now.
Mm-hmm. You avoid making phone calls.
I'm getting better.
I'm
comfortable
I
making
hate
them.
answering the phone.
Yeah.
But if I need to make phone calls to people for stuff, then I'm okay with doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go
Slightly disagree. I think with my job, I make phone calls all the time. I've gotten a lot better at it. I used to hate doing it, and now it's just like, okay, Here we go. I'm gonna call this person.
I'm gonna go slightly agree. I prefer to text if possible, just because I don't want to have the emotion sort of carry with it when it comes to voice.
I think I'm also thinking because literally yesterday I made like my doctor's appointment and stuff, and I had to call them and everything. So, is this me?
Sure.
You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own.
Medium disagree.
I mean, I'm not like if it comes up in the moment, sure.
Sure.
But I'm not actively doing it.
Well, I feel like this question's worded a little weirdly. It's like I don't spend my free time understanding people's views.
If I'm talking to someone about it and they have a different view from mine, then okay. But not a lot of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go slightly disagree.
Me too.
All right, next up. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities.
What do you think for me?
For you, it's going to be a medium agree.
I agree.
And then what I feel like for me, it's...
I think you're a medium disagree.
No.
I guess your social circle, I think you're a slightly disagree. This is what I think. This is obviously
I feel
your
like
answer.
as I've gotten older and my social circle has gotten smaller, I feel like I'm better at initiating activities to get it done, because if no one's going to do it, then I will.
Mm-hmm. Slightly agree.
But then like when it comes to games, I'm never like, any gamers out there? I'm never that person. So
you just respond.
I heed the call. Yes. I'm going to go slightly disagree.
See, I was right. Slightly disagree.
Is it me?
I think so.
If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible.
Oh, it was me, but yeah, you can go ahead. Get back on track. Sometimes you can't go back on track. So, I'm going to put slightly agree, because some things don't go exactly as planned, but yeah, I'm just going to go slightly agree. Us last week when we realized we couldn't eat at the place.
Yeah, I'm going to go slightly agree.
Slightly agree. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago.
Disagree. Medium disagree.
Slightly agree. Slightly agree.
Don't be bothered by that shit.
It'll take time, okay? With time, it gets less and less.
You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life.
Agree. Like regular agree? I don't.
Regular agree.
Because
I'm not really into that the philosophy stuff.
I'm all about enjoying. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I agree.
I'm going to go on the opposite side. Medium disagree. I feel like when you have control over your emotions, you're able to, as an actor, utilize them in a way that's effective. So, but yeah.
It's a regular agree for me.
Is it me?
Yeah.
You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault.
I'm gonna go slightly disagree. I don't know how not to make people look bad. I mean, then that's their fault. That they're looking bad. Like, that's on you. Why am I making sure?
Yeah, why is that my responsibility?
Why am I doing that? So I'm gonna slightly disagree, I guess.
I'm gonna go medium disagree. I feel like it's like you're on your own, buddy.
I think I'm putting slightly because I'm just like.
Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna go medium agree. I feel like there's this post that I saw where it's just like artists need time to do absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that is my camp because, for example, right now I'm in the beginning stages of starting up my second D&D campaign.
Woo-woo.
And I had like zero interest for like well over a year and a half after it ended. and then it just slowly builds over time.
It really is. It's a slow burn.
And then now I'm in like full frenzy mode trying to get this all together within 2 months.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
So yeah, we're starting sometime in August, probably like mid to late August.
You're
so,
right. I do know that.
it's interesting, but yeah, if you're doing it consistently, it's just like.
I mean that is your personal work style. Great.
Yeah.
I envy you, but that's yours. And then same thing with me. I posted a poem on my close friend story a while ago. I said I was working on it. I haven't really touched it since. And
what did you put? You put medium. Okay.
I put medium agree because with that poem, I haven't touched it since. What sucks is that I write lines in my head, like the next lines, and every time I'm just like, oh, it's okay, I'll remember it. Like I won't write it down like in my notes or whatever. I'll just remember it. And so when I do have the time to actually go back to it, it's like, oh, I already forgot it. So then I'll come back to it later.
Next one up.
Me?
Yeah.
When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you.
I'm gonna go medium disagree because honestly, I forget that they think highly of me like really quickly. I'm like very much I pretty much don't take praise all that well or compliments well, but I will take criticism very seriously.
See, I feel that way. I also put medium disagree. I don't think about how long they're disappointed in me. I've just, for the people that I know that think highly of me, if they think that way of me, they'll never feel disappointed in me. They'll support me in all the things that I do. And even if I feel like I've let myself down, they're always saying like, no, you have the potential, you can do it. So they're helping. I think the person I don't want, I'm letting myself down more than these people. Because the people that I know, they care about me and everything. And I don't think they'll ever feel disappointed in me unless I don't know, commit murder.
Murder.
You
would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I'm gonna go medium disagree because I feel like
I'm gonna go
my
medium.
job is when I'm social, and then when I'm at home, that's when I'm
yourself
relaxing, doing an introvert type shit. So
I also put medium disagree, especially for recent things. I mean, I'm applying to a job that is completely different from my current job, and it's more sociable, and I just feel like that is one of the environments in your life where you have the opportunity to grow, right? You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time.
Slightly agree.
I slightly
for
disagree.
some people, it's a good use of their time, but for me personally, it's not as useful.
I don't think it's a waste of time. I do like having those discussions, so that's why I'm putting slightly disagree.
You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. So this is like I'm like thinking about this question. It's like I'm an introvert, but like, do I crave the opposite, or do I crave what I like? Like, you know, when I'm outside of my quiet home, do I want to go to a busy spot?
I think the big question is there food?
Yeah.
Like a street market, like food market.
I think overall, I think I prefer the quiet, smaller, low-key spots.
I'm gonna put slightly disagree. I think the big factor for me is if there's food or not. Then, yeah.
I'm gonna go medium disagree, actually.
I think slightly. You know at first glance how someone is feeling.
I feel like yes. I feel like I'm really good at picking people's vibe and energy. Yeah, but I'm gonna go slightly agree.
I'm gonna do slightly agree as well.
I feel like do you feel like we're influencing each other's answers at all?
There are some questions that I would say a certain answer and you would say like your opinion on it, and it's like, oh, you're right, because there are certain things that I'm not really thinking about, and then you bring it up and I'm like, oh, you're right, never mind, let me change my answer. So I feel like it's reasonable. It's not like, what did you put? And then I'm putting that too. I agree with you on a lot of these.
Okay.
Your turn.
You often feel overwhelmed.
I agree.
Slightly disagree.
I agree. For you.
I feel like it's okay to have a lot on your plate, but you're not overwhelmed. It's just you just have a lot to do.
I think I feel overwhelmed a lot, and it gets even worse when it feels like, oh, it feels helpless sometimes. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps.
I'm gonna go slightly agree.
Me too. Yeah. Your turn.
You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. I'm gonna go agree. I like seeing the drama. I like seeing how stuff is creating conversation.
And it doesn't mean like, especially if it's controversial, it doesn't mean I agree with it or whatever. It's like, oh, I want to hear about.
I like
this.
seeing other people's viewpoint on it.
I like especially if it comes up on TikTok. It's you'll find me searching up the tags and everything on the videos. Is that me or you?
It's you.
You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. What? I want to try. I would try.
It's not up to me to decide if someone else needs it more. It's like, if I think it's a good opportunity for me.
As long as we both try, that's what matters.
And it fits for me, then I'm going to try to get it. But there have been times where like I see casting calls and then I give it and I send it to someone else all the time because I don't fit that description. Right? So I'm going to go medium disagree. I feel like I'm selfish in that way.
I don't think it's us being selfish. That doesn't mean it just makes it seem like we're not going to go for it ourselves. Like I go for it. And if it goes to the other person, it's like, great. We knew they could do it all along. I wanted to see if I could do it too. Right? So I put medium disagree.
It's you.
You struggle with deadlines. I agree.
Slightly disagree.
I hate deadlines.
You feel confident that things will work out for you.
I agree.
Gotta have confidence. Medium agree.
Agree. Ooh.
We're done.
We're
Ready?
done. See
Right,
results.
3, 2, 1. Hold on. What'd you get? Change it up a bit. But I think, what'd you get?
Wow. So mine before was ENFJ. I don't know the last thing or whatever, but mine now, it's a completely different thing. It's ENTJ-T.
So just one letter changed?
One letter changed. That's what I wanted, but I didn't think it would be that. So I was an FJ, so that was for feelings. So I would think more for feelings first. Like feelings over thinking logically. So now it's like it looks like I'm more logical now.
What letter changed? Was it your third letter?
My third letter, the F. Okay. It used to be F. So now it's a T. Because
you think about things rather than feel them?
I think so. I mean, I'll explain later. But my personality type is commander. I'm a commander.
Hail to the chief.
You?
One letter change for me. It's the very end. Instead of ISTP, I got ISTJ.
Okay.
So I'm the
logistician?
Logistician.
Mm-hmm. -A. Wow.
I'm practical and fact-minded individuals whose reliability cannot be doubted.
Right. So commanders are bold, imaginative, and strong-willed, always finding a way or making one. Ooh. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm screenshotting this. Screenshot yours. Go back.
Okay. Let's just kind of go down the list here. For introverted...
You go first.
So for mind, I got 60% introverted, 40% extroverted. Energy, I got like 60% observant, 40% intuitive.
Hey, slow down. Go back.
What?
Let's read the little thing that they have at the bottom too. Like introverted.
No, let's go.
I'm gonna read mine. I want you to read yours too.
Okay.
Go back. Just read it off. That's it.
I don't want to repeat it. Introverted individuals tend to prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and often feel drawn to calmer environments.
So that's the mind aspect. For energy, you are more observant.
So I'm pragmatic and down to earth. Mm-hmm. And they're kind of like predictors. They have a strong focus on what is happening and what very likely to happen.
And for nature?
So I'm 70% thinking.
71%.
Yeah. So I focus on objectivity and rationality, and I often dismiss emotions in favor of logic. They tend to see effectiveness as more important than social harmony.
And then
for tactics, so I guess this has changed up. because I used to be more on the P side for prospecting. So I'm judging now. So they're decisive, thorough, and highly organized. They value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure and planning to spontaneity. And so I feel like that changed because I definitely did realize, I'm thinking about the questions where it kind of asked me about like organization and decision making.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like my life has gotten more organized as I've gotten older.
Now that you have like a little bit less responsibilities, like no assignments to work on or anything like that.
And then for identity, I'm 70% assertive and then 30% turbulent.
67.
I'm rounding up.
Why are you rounding up your percentages?
I don't know. Self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress. And I'm self-confident when striving to achieve my goals.
Nice.
All right.
Wait, I want to see more of your stuff. Yeah, go to the bottom. What people, like, what figures are you like?
Is it like the jobs? Logisticians you may know. Denzel
Washington, Sting. Who else?
Natalie Portman.
Nice.
Anthony Hopkins.
George Washington.
Condoleezza Rice. Eddard Stark. Hermione Granger.
You like Hermione.
Geralt of Rivia. Mr. Darcy. Donna Scully from X-Files.
You're my Mr. Darcy. You are just like him, honestly. That's nice. What are your strengths and weaknesses as a logistician?
Honest and direct, strong-willed and dutiful, very responsible, calm and practical, create and enforce order, jack of all trades, which I feel like is...
I think that's pretty true.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stubborn. I'm insensitive.
Yes.
I do things by the book.
Sure.
I'm judgmental. And then sometimes I'll just blame myself. Yeah, that's good.
Romantic relationships. Come on. Last part, and then we'll go to mine. How are you when you're romancing me?
They're dependable. They have family values. They encourage traditional household and gender roles. And
I don't know about that.
Look to a family structure guided by clear expectations and honesty. It makes dating a little bit challenging.
Okay.
But they will be truly dedicated partners, willing to devote tremendous thought and energy to ensure stable and mutually satisfying relationships. They're deeply committed.
Nice.
No blind dates. No random hookups.
Nope.
Too much risk. Too much unpredictability. They approach relationships from a rational perspective, looking for compatibility and mutual satisfaction for daily and long-term needs.
Nice.
This isn't a process that logisticians take lightly, and once commitments are established, they stick to their promises to the very end. Which I've gotten a lot. I've been called very loyal.
You are.
I've been called very loyal by my friends. So, yeah.
There's the friendships part. I'm pretty sure it's going to say the same thing.
I have a reliable heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's
nice.
It. All right, your turn.
My turn. So I am the commander. So for me, for my mind, I am 63% extroverted. Extroverted individuals readily enjoy group activities and value social interaction. They tend to be outwardly enthusiastic and express their excitement. Nice. For energy, I'm 62% intuitive. Intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded, and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. Nice. And for nature, this is the one that changed for me. So I'm 52% thinking, but I'm 48% feeling, so I'm still in the middle there.
So you're like an ambivert when it comes to that type of stuff. You flip-flop.
Yeah, so like you, I focus on objectivity and rationality, often dismissing emotions in favor of logic. So that's definitely like a big thing.
Is that me rubbing off on you?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised, but it's nice that there's still a part of me that's like an extrovert still. But, I enjoy staying at home, being with you, that kind of stuff. For tactics, I'm 53% judging. So again, I'm decisive, thorough, and highly organized. I value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure and planning to spontaneity.
But I just feel like you're a little flip-floppy there too.
Yeah, I am, because look how close. It's 53% judging and 47% prospecting.
Yeah.
Was yours like a bit more? Yours was more, right?
No, mine was pretty much always either 70-30 or...
Yeah, so I'm like in the middle for a lot of these. Oh, except for this one. For identity, I am 65% turbulent. So, turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. That sounds like me.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, hold
Next
on.
up.
So, who am I like? Commanders you may know. Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay. Margaret Thatcher. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Jim Carrey.
Love me some Jim Carrey.
Whoopi Goldberg. Harrison Ford. Malcolm X. Doctor Strange. Right? Tony Soprano. David Palmer. I don't know who that is. Malcolm Merlin. Mary Talbot. Downton Abbey.
You like that character?
Yeah, I love Mary. Francis J. Underwood. I don't watch House of Cards. Jacqueline A. Sharp. River Tam. Nice. Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada.
Meryl
Streep. Nice.
You got some weird characters in yours.
I know.
The fuck?
I used to be... I forgot what mine was, but this is... I think what I'm most happy about is Mary Talbot from Downton Abbey. Very happy about that. My strengths and weaknesses. So for my strengths, I'm efficient, energetic, I agree, self-confident, but that's kind of like teeter-totters, strong-willed, strategic thinkers, charismatic and inspiring. You know, I get that a lot. And then for my weaknesses, I'm stubborn and dominant. You know that. Intolerant. It's my way or the highway. Yeah. Impatient, arrogant, poor handling of emotions. Oh. Interesting. Cold and ruthless. I don't think I'm like that. And then for romantic relationships, taking the lead. This sense of personal responsibility means that the commanders put a lot of energy into their relationships, and they show their creativity by always having something new on the agenda to keep things interesting. What do you think? That's all right.
Keep going.
Okay. What else? Loving boldly. Nice. What else? As with most things, balance is key, and commanders should strive to meet their partners halfway, whatever their needs, be it through honest criticisms or steady emotional support and praise. Do I give you that?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Yours is like very weird.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow. We're extremely growth-oriented, I agree, and will seize any opportunity to improve themselves, listening to and acting on criticism so long as they are logical ones, and always striving to improve their knowledge. And then a whole bunch of other stuff. I like that. I'm going to read on that later.
Yeah. And again, we're kind of just looking for the stuff that we agree with, but
like the cold and ruthless part, I don't think
sometimes
I'm like that.
In your own way.
You know what? Yeah, probably.
But yeah, guys, that's it for this episode. Feel free to let us know what personality type you got. If you knew what yours was before, and then you just took it now with us and it changed, let us know. I would love to see how it changes, especially I feel like my shit changed later on in life because I grew and changed as a person.
I like to think that one letter of mine, it was definitely influenced by you.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
which is good. I think it's nice. I mean, even if you were to say the same personality type, that's good too. And then if that little change, I think either way, I think there's growth in a lot of things. That was fun.
Yeah.
Had a great time.
It was a good time. I definitely took my time with it. Usually I would knock that out in less than 20 minutes and then just be done with it. But we took our time, and I feel like we learned some stuff about each other, love.
Yeah. It's nice. I think it's cool that we have different personality types, but yet we still work very well together.
Yeah, we fill the holes.
Yes.
In the ship of love.
I agree. We're both the captains.
You want to talk about now?
Yeah.
All right. All right, y'all. So that's it for this episode. Myers-Briggs personality test.
We'll be. Should we tease what the next episode will be?
No, we'll just let them go. We've already been. They're waiting to go home.
Sorry.
We've already been doing this for over an hour.
Okay, sorry. But yeah, that's the end of the episode. Thanks for listening. Go take the test yourself and see what personality type yours is. If yours changed, just say the same, whichever. And go follow our socials and everything at Bahalaka Pod on Instagram and TikTok. We're almost to 100 followers on both of those. Almost. Yeah, thank you so much for listening. Have a great rest of your day, your week, your month, whichever.
Yeah, you know.
Goodbye.
Bye, peoples.
Bye.
Later.